Hello everyone. So this will be a very detailed two-part series on algo trading with interactive brokers with the ib-async API. It was once known as ib-async. This is going to be very comprehensive. In the first video, we're going to be talking about like contracts, like stocks, options, forex, combo contracts, and then we're going to talk about like looking at your account summary, account information, your positions. Then I'm going to talk to you about placing orders, and then we're going to show you how to get like data, getting live market data and bar data and that sort of thing. And in the next video, we're going to really show you how to create trading systems, fully utilizing as the name suggests, the asynchronous format and the event-driven format, which is amazing. So hopefully you like this video. If you're new, please like and subscribe. I have like maybe 30 or 40 videos on interactive brokers. So it's very useful for some people, especially beginners. So I hope you enjoy it, and let's just get started. Okay, so there's two big ways to connect to interactive brokers API. You need to either use Trader Workstation or IB Gateway. So Trader Workstation is a fully blown, like kind of like a trading view application or thinkorswim, but it also, you can connect to the API with that. So just you can do that. I don't want to show you that because it's like heavyweight. It has graphs, it has bulletin news. It's a huge Java thing. But I will make another video on it because there are things you can only do with Trader Workstation that you can't do with IB Gateway. IB Gateway is the way I recommend to log in because it's lightweight. There's no like graphs or pretty things. It's just connecting and that's it. So you can Google IB Gateway and then press download. And then when you do that, you go to like IB Gateway. Okay. So now you get IB Gateway and then you can sign into live or paper trading. One very important thing is make sure your time zone is what you expect. I, for the longest time, had a bug in my code because I put a wrong time zone. So now, as a default, I always make sure I have America and New York, but be careful. It always puts it to whatever time zone you're at, I think, by default. Change it to make sure you know what it's in the right time zone that you expect. It's a very important tip. Okay, so now you log in. So let me log in without showing you my credentials for a second. So now I'm logging in. Okay. So first things first is there's like settings, and then there's API settings. You have like a socket you connect to, like which port. So here's 4004. You can configure that, and one important thing is it'll warn you about the read-only API. I think by default it's like this, and you probably should keep it like this so you won't accidentally place orders. But anyways, the other small important thing that I'll talk about later is there's like this client ID, master client ID, because like you also log in with a client ID and they don't see each other's orders or open orders. So if you have a master client ID, it sees everyone's open order, but there's also a special client ID called 0 where you can see orders you make with your phone. So I'll talk about that at the end. But anyways, there's a lot of precautions and settings. I don't want to get into that. Just make sure some of the time zones things make sense. Like makes it like instrument time zone. Make sure it does what you expect. Make sure your time zones are lined up. That's a very important tip. So one more thing is there's like a lock and exit, and I have another video talks about that because automatically it will log you off once a day or restart you once a day, and you can set what time to do that. So I have another video that talks about that, and I have it actually here. So later we'll talk about that. I mean, you can see the video because I'm going to put this on GitHub. Okay, so now let's talk about the open source package, the ib-async/ib-async. So there is an amazing computer programmer, Ewald DeWitt. Unfortunately, he passed away. He's amazing not just because of interactive brokers, by the way. He also has a lot of other amazing packages that are used in other areas. So just real quick, he created this like ib-async package, and it was amazing. And then, unfortunately, he passed away suddenly, March 11th. So it was really sad. People didn't know what to do, but like so many people were using this library, and they had like this amazing group thing. So they decided to like keep it strong, and there's tons of people using the library, so it'll keep going. I wouldn't worry about it stopping anytime soon. So they did it in this ib-async thing. So Matt leads this thing, and there's a few other people that contribute and help out with things. And there's a lot of there's new groups and discords and that sort of thing. Like Climber Mel is an example. When I get more information about these things, I can try to put it on the thing. But anyways, I wouldn't worry anytime soon about this library not working. So anyways, you can install the library. Let's use the ib-async. You just do pip install ib-async. Okay. Okay. So the first step is you need to connect to interactive brokers. So you have to do from ib-async import star, and if you're using ib-async, you just switch this to ib-async. Then you have to do this util.start loop. And what this util.start loop does, if you guys want to be nerdy, is it does nest asyncio, nest asyncio. So it makes sure you can have like an event loop within an event loop. And also this is a package that Awal DeWitt created. So that's really cool. But he wraps it in this util.start loop. So we connect. Remember, my port was 4004. And let's use client ID equals 0. Okay. So I'm connected. Okay. So the first thing you need to know is about contracts. Contracts are basic things like stocks, options, that sort of thing. So you can define a contract either by doing contract, and then you do symbol equals like Tesla, and then you do sec type. Sec type can be like stock or option or that sort of thing. I'll show you in a second. Exchange, you have to have an exchange and a currency. You just have to have the minimum information to uniquely identify the contract, because I'll show you in a second what you do. Currency equals USD, and then you do ib.qualify contracts contract. So what this does is, so I guess I messed up. Security type is stock. So what this does, the qualify contracts, is it returns. You can put like many contracts here. You can do like contract 2, contract 3. It'll turn a list of all the valid contracts. And also it like mutates this contract object. So now, as you see, if I write contract, you see it added a con ID and a primary exchange, trading class, and that sort of thing. And that's needed if like you want to get like the options chain, or you want to do like combos and that sort of thing. That is needed for that. Just a second, if you have like, let's say you have like PyCharm or whatever, you can do Control B on contract, and you can see like there's so many different types. There's stock, option, future, index, futures option, forex pair, that sort of thing. Bag is a big one we'll do. Bag is basically a combo contract. So anyways, these are also subclassed here. Like option is subclass contract. Stock is subclassed. So we're usually not going to use the contract API, but I just want to show you that it exists. Usually what you're going to be doing actually is going to do something like stock equals stock. Symbol equals Tesla. Exchange equals smart, currency equals USD, and then you get stock. If you just do stock, you don't have the contract IDs and stuff. But when you do ib.qualify contracts stock, you get the contract ID and stuff. So like, you don't have to do it sometimes, but like sometimes you're gonna need this, as you'll see in a second. Okay, so we can also get we can get more details on the contract by doing ib.rec contract details. So let me just show you an example. I can do like AMD equals stock, symbol equals AMD. And then I can do contract details equals ib.rec contract details AMD. But on purpose I did it like this because it's gonna show you like many contracts, like it's gonna be ambiguous. I didn't do exchange smart currency equals US dollar. So then you can look at it like this, contract details like this, which is kind of a mess. So there's like actually a helper function where you can do there's one helper function where you can do like view it as a data frame by doing util.df. You're gonna see me do this a lot, and you see you're gonna have contract, market name, mint tick, all this information. But if we filter things out, like let's say I call this df AMD contract details equals this, and then I'll just print it so you guys will have it. If I filter out df AMD contract details, and I only take the contract with currency USD and exchange equals smart, I only get one unique contract. So if I do like okay, so like if I what if I could do something like this contract, and then I do to list, and then I do util.df. I just look at the contracts, and if I now so I'm just looking at the contracts, and if I do now dot query currency equals USD and exchange, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. I should make a pandas tutorial, like a one pandas thing a day. Maybe I could do it as a short. I don't know. If you guys like that idea, please let me know. So I spelled query wrong. Okay. So this is just gives you like a unique, there's only one with exchange smart currency equals USD. So you can do a Forex example. You can do like Euro USD. You can do pair equals Euro USD. So if I do Euro USD, I get this thing. And I can also do ib.rec contract details. And you'll see it only has one because it's actually unique. There's only one Euro USD. Okay, so let me show you option contracts because those are very fun for us options lovers. So you can do call option equals option, symbol equals whatever symbol. Let's say I always use Tesla. You do that. This is the expiry, the last trade date or contract month. You can do 2024. What's this Friday 5/31. You can do strike. Oops, what did I do? Strike equals 170. Oops, sorry. Strike equals 170. Exchange equals smart. Currency, sorry guys. Currency equals USD. So then I can do IB dot. Oh, I didn't do if it's a call or put. So I can do write equals call. So now I can do IB dot qualify contracts to get the contract ID and that sort of thing. Call option. Oh, so you know what? I'll show you the qualified contracts in a second. I want to make a point about it. So this is the call option. So the put option, we can do the same thing except with write equals P. So put option. Okay. So write equals P. Okay. So now you can do IB dot qualify contracts, call option, put option, and then now if it like mutates this object, so now I can do call option, and you see it gives me the contract ID. So what I wanted to say here is I wanted to say like if you don't have like a combo contract, you can actually access the contract with the con ID. So I can actually do something like this. I can do contract call option dot con ID. con ID equals this. So I get this contract. I'll call this call contract equals like this. So look at this. It looks like this. But then when I do ib.qualify contracts, call contract, and then do call contract, I get the call option as we expect. So you can just use this unique identifier. Maybe it'll be simpler for you guys if it make more sense if I just wrote this number. You know what? I'll show you for put option, and I'll actually write the number. So for put option, it'll be like put contract. Just in case I said it too fast, because put option, put contract, and then I'll call this put contract. But then I'm just gonna like I'm gonna write the actual contract ID just to show you guys like what I meant. I did .con ID, but in case you missed it, you can just write the contract ID like this. Equals is it an int or a string? I always forget. Okay, so that worked. Okay, so by the way, if you don't know exactly what you want and you want to search, you can do ib.rec matching symbols. I think this works for bonds, not just stocks, but for stocks it works for sure. So you can do like matches equals ib.rec matching symbols, and let's try like Intel, and then match contracts. Matches looks like this. So it's kind of a mess. All these contract descriptions. So we can do something like match contracts that match contracts equals, because that's way more information as description, like technology, that sort of thing. So match contracts, we can do something like m.contract for m in match is, and then we can do util.df matches, match contracts. Okay, so now you see like these are all the matching contracts. Intel, if you then like do query exchange equals smart, and then something's wrong. Anyways, I don't want to get into too much detail because I never use this. I just wanted to mention it. So if you want to search, you can do like rec matching symbols. I actually found this most useful when I was trying to do bond stuff, but I don't trade bonds. But anyways, okay, so like, okay, but a lot of you guys are interested in option chains, right? So option chains is actually where you do need the .con ID thing. So there's a function called rec-sec-def-params, and that's how you can get options chains. So I can do like chains equals ib.rec sec def params, and then you put underlying symbol equals stock dot symbol, oops, and then we do there's a weird thing, fop exchange, you just leave that empty. I don't know why they even have it, but they tell you to leave it empty. Underline sec type. Oh, and I forgot to mention, if you want documentation, you can do TWS API documentation, and you get this documentation. It'll tell you this is obsolete, and then you get here. This will give you the trader workstation documentation, and it's kind of one-to-one between this and the ib-async. It's literally the same thing. So like it's literally the same thing. You guys will figure it out. But that's just like a small side note. Okay. So chains, and then I do underline security type equals stock dot sec type, and then what else do I need? I need let's see, what else is there? Underline con ID equals stock. This is where I need the con ID. That's why we needed to do the ib dot qualify contracts, because we needed this extra info. Okay, so this gives you a bunch of information, but let's filter it out to exchange equals smart, because there's only one such thing. So I'll do like chain equals chain for chain in chains if chain dot exchange equals smart. Does that work? Oh, okay. So just to show you, length chain is 1. We'll take the first one. Chain. Okay. So now we can look at the data frame of chain. So chain looks like this. So if I were to do, and this is also another pandas thing, util.df chain, I get, oops, that does not look good. Oh, because I need it as a list, sorry. So actually it was better to keep it like this. Util.df chain. Okay, so I have it like this. I have the exchange underline con ID trading class multiplier, expirations and strikes. But we want to see it in like a nice format. So you can actually use this explode function. And again, if you guys are interested in pandas videos, I'm willing to do one a day, like a short or something. So explode expirations gives you expirations, and that explode strikes gives you the strikes. Not all these combos will be valid, by the way. And you know what? It is sorted, but let's do... so yeah, that's how you can see the option chain. So maybe I'll call it df chain, and then I'll do df chain. Okay, so that's the options chain. You see you have the expirations and you have the strikes. Okay, so just an example, if you want like to get only the valid contracts, we can do like we can have like a minimum strike and a maximum strike. So we can do like and we can do ib.qualify contracts to find only the ones that are valid. So I'll show you just real quickly how to do that. So let's say we want like options between, let's just say between these two dates, and then we'll have like a min strike equals, let's say Tesla's about 178, 177 or something. So we want strikes between 160, and max strike we'll do like 180. And then I'll set like this contracts object, and then I'm gonna iterate through the chain thing, the expirations on it, and I'm gonna get all the contracts, and you'll see that some of them are not valid, but when I do ib.qualify contracts, they become valid. So like, okay, so and I'm talking a bit fast because this is gonna be a long video otherwise. How long? I've already done 23 minutes. Okay, so and because I actually, you know what, let me actually do it like this. So it'll make everything work. I'll set chain still to that, and then I'll do chain like this, and now this will work. So I'm going through the original chain. I'm going through the expirations and the strikes, and I'm making sure it's between min and max strike, and I'm appending it to the contract. So I get a list of these contracts. So like I have, I'm kind of rushing through this. Contracts, oops, max strike. So I have contracts. So I have 120 contracts, and how do they look? They look like, let's say contract 0. It's what you expect, right? But some of these will not be valid, so I can do like valid contracts equals ib.qualify contracts, and then it'll go through and oh, because it's a list, you have to I actually have, you don't put it as a list, you have to put it as like arguments. So you have to do this thing, I think. So valid, see, it's gonna get rid of a lot of things that are not valid. So this basically gives you like the valid option chain. So once this thing is eventually done, you get a valid option chain. Okay. Okay. So valid contracts. So now I do length of that. Valid contracts, length contracts. just to show you guys. So like 88 of them were valid. Some of them were not valid. Okay, so now you have valid contracts if you want to use that. Okay, you can create combos, but you know what? I think combos are beyond the scope of this video. But I will refer you to my other videos on combos. So like, okay, so let me just refer you to some past videos. So I have a video here about options. I have a video here similarly about options and Greeks and volatility smile. But if you're really interested in combos, there's a few combos. This one is a combo example, a bull call debit spread. And this one is another combo example, combo trades. And I do have another video for combos. By the way, my channel is YouTube. My channel. So what do I have in my channel? I have combo. I think I might have another combo video. Combo trade. I have another video. I guess on this. Okay. So let me actually just give you guys this link to this video. Okay, so I have 3 combo videos that should give enough examples, I would say. So let's do this other video. And if you want more on combos, let me know. I just think it's a little bit overblown to talk about it in this video, especially because like the time constraints. So another combo video is here, combo and combo and combo. Okay, this is combo contracts mean like bull call spreads or like, let's say ratio spreads or calendar spreads. You have 5 calls, 2 puts, all that stuff. Okay, so now, and sorry, just this video will never end if we talk about everything. So now, okay, let's talk about like how you can view your positions. So you can view your positions by doing ib.positions. You can also do ib.portfolio. It gives you a little bit more information, but our ib.positions is better. It gives you like the unrealized and realized P&L, but I found those to be not so accurate, so I prefer just using the positions thing. Okay, and again, similar to the other thing, you can use util.df to view it in a nice way. Position ib.positions, positions. So now you can see I have an option and a stock, and I have average cost and that sort of thing. I recommend these things you calculate yourself, like the average cost and stuff, because their accounting is not always perfect the way you expect with if you specified first in, first out, last in, last out, that sort of thing. So I can do df positions equals like this. I can do df positions, but like this is kind of ugly. So maybe you want to like parse it in a nice way. So one way you can do that is you can like, let's extract the symbol. So we can do df positions dot contract dot apply lambda l dot symbol. That it gives you the symbol, and you know I'll print it every time, df positions. So that gives me the symbol, but like we want to know like what contract, what security type it is, right? So positions, I'll do sec type, or equals df positions dot contract dot apply lambda l dot sec type, I think it's called. So now I see option and I see stock, but we also, for options, we probably want like to know if it's a call or a put, so we can do df positions dot right equals df positions dot contract dot apply lambda l dot right. You can actually do this in one line, but let's not do that like that. df position, sorry, it's call or put, or if l dot sec type equals opt. And just to remind you guys, like the option, remember I showed you the contract. Contract, and then you have option here, and option is subclasses contract with and you'll see like it has like it has like a sec type of opt. Where is that? Oh, sorry, here. Sec type of opt. So like it's very useful to like jump in the code. So like write if it's option, otherwise let's say not none or something. So let's see if this worked actually. L dot write if L dot stop sec type equals opt. So you see write equals call, otherwise is none. Okay, and then let's just add the strike and the expiration. So I'll do df positions, expiration, strike, and similar to these guys. It's like basically like this one, except I'll take out the strike and the expiration. Okay, so I'll do like I'll do L dot last trade date or contract month, and L dot strike. Let's see if this worked. This is just the easier way to see it. I guess I spelled something wrong. I always last trade date or contract month. Okay, so this is just the easier way to see it. If you have an option, you have like option, call, strike, expiration. Anyways, so just I want to make a big note. So this is an asynchronous system, and it constantly updates the current state of everything. What's important is so everything is constantly updated, assuming you have a connection and all that good stuff. And then when your connection it restored, it keeps it updated. But like you can also set a request to make sure you're at the current state. But it takes a lot more time just to make sure you're synchronized, and it's blocking. This ib.positions, I mean, you can do it in a non-blocking way. So you can do ib.rec positions. I don't want to get too much into this, but you can do requests similar to like other things. But requests are blocking and they take a lot more time. But ib.positions constantly updates automatically when there are changes in the system. Okay, so you can view account information also by doing like ib.account summary. And there's also a thing called ib.account values. But account summary, as you see, you have like tag, account value, a cushion, all this information. And again, we can view it nicer as a data frame by doing like df account summary equals. We always use this util.df ib.account summary. Okay, so we can do this. Df account summary like this. And you see you have account, and you know what, you have account, account type, cushion, all that stuff. You can also you can search like how much my account is worth, net liquidation uncertainty. You can do df account summary dot tag dot string dot contains, let's say net liquidation case equals false, and then I can see, oh oops, net not new, so net liquidation. So this is how much the account is worth. The account is worth almost $1 million because it's not a real account. Okay, anyways, that's something else. There's also an ib.account values that has like kind of similar things, but not exactly the same, so you should check that. But if you actually, it also like each of them has like account value as their thing, but it's not the same. They don't have the same things. They have slightly different things. There is some overlap. There's slightly different things. Again, you can also do this like util.df thing to view it nicer. You can also do. You can see your account values like this. The tags, there's many tags. You can do df account values dot tag dot to list. That'll be the tag values you have, like accrued cash, next day trade remaining. So all this margin information, and like option values and realized P&Ls and stuff like that. So if you're interested, that has all that stuff. Let's not spend too much time on this because it's already 35 minutes. Okay, so let me now talk about one of the most important things, if not the most important thing, and that is ordering. And I wrote this warning. Basically, don't run this because this will make real orders. And if you do somehow convince yourself to run it, make sure you first run on the demo account. I will say there's some hiccups with demo accounts, like some orders don't get filled, stay on pending submit. For example, like combo orders for me. So some demo accounts are not perfect, or paper accounts, I mean. But be very careful with this. There's millions of order types. There's millions of conditions. There's good to till cancel. There's time conditions. There's conditions on other prices. If Tesla, buy Tesla only if Nvidia is under 1,000. There's market on close, margin conditions, time conditions, only buy between 3 and 4 p.m. And the big ordered things are like subclassed, like limit order, market order, stop limit order. Those are subclassed. But there's millions of, maybe not millions, but there's a lot of order types. And there are also bracket and child orders and stuff like that. And I do have a lot of other videos on that. We're not going to cover that exactly here, but just note that exists. And let me just show you for a second again, when we go into the code, we see like I do control B on order. You can see you have a million different types of things you can do. There's like delta neutral orders, all this weird stuff. But like the big ones like limit order, market order, stop order are subclassed. So as you see, like limit order is basically an order with order type is LMT, action equals action, total quantity, limit price. So like it's subclass to make it easier for you. Okay, so let me show you placing order. So you need the order and you need the contract. And the output of the order is what's as a trade object, and I'll show you that in a second. So let's say I can do something like order equals order. I'm going to do it without the subclass limit order thing, just to show you guys for a second. Total quantity equals 1, limit price equals 170, order type equals limit, because I'm going to do it like the hard way, action equals buy. So this is the order. So now I can do trade equals ib.place order, contract, you need a contract, and order. So that's the trade object. And what does a trade object have? It has a few things. It has the order itself. Oh, you know what? Let's run this. Let's run this twice. This is a new order now. I just want to show you something. Because now order is order ID equals as order ID equals 0, and now you do trade, and then you can look at the trade's order. It gives it an order ID. So I do dot order. See, gave it an order ID. And this is like the unique ID identifier thing, but for algo trading, we're only focused on this order ID thing. So trade.order ID, as you see, at first it had nothing, but when you placed the order, it gave it like the next available one, which is this. You also have trade.order status, and order status is submitted. Okay, and then you have trade.fills. This is if it was filled. You can see what was filled or what was not filled. Nothing was filled yet. Trade.log is the log of the status of the order. So when you first place the order, it's at pending submit. And then it gets to pre-submitted and then submitted. And then when it gets filled, it gets to filled. Or canceled, it gets like pending cancel, then cancel. There's many different, there's a lot of permutations, but always pending submit, and then pre-submit and submitted. That's always. So that's, you can have the log, and there's also like an error thing. I never really use it, but anyways, just so you guys know. Okay, so okay, let's say you want to modify the order, right? And if this order is still active, so I can do, if I look at trade.order status that I see it's submitted. I think there's also a trade.order that is active or something. Is active. I forgot off the top of my head. Order status that is done. I don't know. I forgot. But this is from anyways. So if it's not filled, you can change the order. How do you change the order? You have to modify it's by order ID. You have to modify it. So I have to take the order part. So I take this order part, and now I can change the limit price. So previously the limit price was 170. I can now do limit price. As long as it's not filled yet, I can set it to 160. Right? And then I just do trade equals ib dot place order contract. Oops. Contract order. So now you see trade dot order. You see I have now it's 160. And let's look at the log. You see the log had submitted, message modify, message modified, modified. Okay, so that makes sense. Okay, so this is the modifying order. Okay, it didn't fill. Okay, let me just show you guys the market order for a second, because you can use the, nothing is filled yet. I'll get to that in a second, but like, okay. You know what, let's show you the canceling orders first, okay? And maybe I should actually have put it up here. So I'll do like this, canceling orders. Okay, so for canceling orders, you can do ib.cancel order, and you just do the order. So there's a helper, there's like a thing ib.open orders. So you can see the orders that are open, and and once you place the order, it'll change that. There's also ib.open trades, by the way, and that just gives you the whole trade info. It's similar to ib.open orders, but to cancel the orders, you can do for order in ib.open orders, ib.cancel sell order. You know what, let me show you ahead of time. I can do like ib.open orders like this, ib.cancel order order, and then I can do ib.open orders. You know, it might still have it because it still has it because it's it takes time to cancel. So now, so this is more like it. Okay. So anyways, because it doesn't right away, it's asynchronous, right? So like it doesn't wait for this to cancel before it goes to here. So that's why when I put it under, it didn't cancel it yet. Okay. So like I said, there's subclasses of popular orders. So market order, you can do like by 100. So I can do like, so let me show you. I can do like market order equals like this. And then I can do ib.place order, contract, market order. And then it placed the order. But you notice I have this order still open. Market order should fill right away, but because we are post market after hours, that's why there's no such thing as market hours after hours. So let's actually go ahead and cancel that. Okay, so that's the market order. So there's also stop orders. You could do stop order by so let me be precise. So like you know, okay, let's actually write the limit order first. You know why? Because yeah, you know, let's do the stop order first. But stop order, the stop price is called it's called stop price. But like, be careful. It's called stop price and stop order thing. But when you actually look at the subclass for stop order, I'll do like stop order. Control B, you see that when it's implementing the stop order, you see order type is stop, and aux price is the stop price. So aux price in the big picture and the order is stop price. So like, let me show you stop order in two ways actually. So I can do stop order, I can do a stop price is 100, and actually that would let's say let's do something above 200, and then I can do another way of doing it is like writing the actual order, because I just want to make clear on the parameter. It's called aux price, and then it's order type equals stop. I think that's it. Oh, there's also a total quantity. Sometimes you need to write in the right order. Equals 100. Total. So these are equivalent ways of doing it. Duplicate order ID is my favorite. Let's cancel all these orders. Okay, so now I can do stop order like this. Oh, because I wrote market order. Stop order. Okay, and then this is the same. I'll write this is equivalent. Note that ox price is stop price. I'll write stop order. Positional argument follows. Oh, because I have this is equal. Okay. Okay. So yeah. Oh, okay. So I wrote here. You can look at open orders. You can look at trades. ib.open trades. You can look at your fills. So far, we have no fills. Oh, we have fills because I played with this before the video. But you can look at the open orders, and then I'll write open trades. You can do just the orders with more info. ib.open trades, and then you can look at ib.trades in general, and then you have ib.orders in general. So orders and trades actually give you more of the clients, but the open ones only give you the current client unless it's a master client. So we can also look at fills by doing ib.fills. Okay, so we actually have two fills. Let me actually show you guys. So I have length ib.fills equals 2. But note, like, no matter what we do, none of the things we did now got filled. So let's cancel all the orders actually. So let's cancel all the orders. So why didn't it get filled is because we are outside regular trading hours. So let's try to get it to be filled. Okay, so let's write a limit order. I don't know why I... Okay, so let's write limit order outside regular trading hours equals limit order. This is like the subclass I was telling you about. Action equals buy. Total quantity equals 100. Limit price equals 180. Outside regular side RTH equals true. This is the important thing. So like what did I do wrong? I must have done something wrong. Okay, so price I said buy at 180, so it should fill. What did I do? Oh, outside regular trading hours. Regular trading hours. Limit order outside. I have some weird margin issues. This is like a weird thing with the demo count. If I do ib.positions, let me maybe get rid of my positions. So I have... Oh, and I have a weird thing in my demo account that I can't really sell after hours. Okay, but let's buy one share. Okay, so buying one share worked, right? So now if we look at the positions, remember we had stock Tesla position 320. Now we should see 320. That's weird. What's the status? Sometimes demo accounts do weird stuff. Order status, that status. Why is it submitted? Is it what's the price of Tesla? It should be filled because I did buy one. It's weird. Let's try sell for a second because sometimes in a demo account it only lets me do one of the things. So let's say I want to do sell and I'll do 170, and let's see if this worked. Oh, I know what's the problem. So contract, for some reason, is a option. We want, let's do it for the stock we had. Sorry about that. Stock. So now I do, now I see the order status. I do filled, yeah? So now I see I get this added one. Sorry. That's 321. I don't know how this contract became option all of a sudden. But 321, see it worked. And then let's just do another one for like 100. And then you'll see it'll be 331. 421, sorry. And order status filled. And then we can do length ib.fills. We'll get like 4. Okay, great. Okay, so I wanted to say place order is not blocking, and it will not wait to what happens with the order. So you can do place order, and even if it's a market order, like something else can happen in the meantime. It's not it's not blocking. So like if you want to make sure it's blocking, your rest of your code, you don't want anything in your code to happen until it happens. You can do like, oh, and this is the done thing I was looking for. You can do like while trade is not done, like that, and then you do ib.wait on update, and then it'll finish. And then I'm printing the order status every time. Oh, it's because I have this stupid contract. Sorry, guys. Same thing every time. Okay. I don't know how I made contract the option, but see, like, it while trade not done, this makes it blocking. It's pending submit, pre-submitted, and then it filled at the end. I don't have it here, but if you do trade the order status, you'll see it's filled. Okay. So I said let's look at the fills again, but you guys believe me. Okay, sorry, I'm just rushing because it's already 52 minutes. Okay, so like I have many videos on some more advanced concepts, like on orders. Like I have trailing stop orders, I have bracket orders, and like with parent and child orders and that sort of thing. I have one cancels all order. Say like you want to like make either this order or that order, and if one triggers, you cancel the other one. So I have that. I have conditional orders. So it's like buy NVIDIA only if AMD is under 200, something like that. So that's those videos you can check out. I probably have a few more videos on that, but those are some of the ones that at the top of my head. It's in my GitHub. Anyways, okay. So now let's talk about market data. Finally, the good stuff. Okay, so market data is not free. You need a few subscriptions. You only really need 2 subscriptions. The U.S. Equity and Options Add-on Streaming Bundle, and the U.S. Security Snapshot and Futures Bundle. And a subscription is per user. I recommend you have 2 users because like if you then like use the market data and then you check on your phone, it'll disconnect your market data and it'll screw things up and it'll be really annoying. So actually, oh wow, you haven't seen me the whole time on video. Sorry, my camera fell. Okay, so I recommend you have 2 users, and I'll make another video on that if you guys need. But let's try to get the let me show you guys the subscriptions you need. So for this, you need to actually go to so you in Google IB client portal, and then you go to the client portal. You log in, or did I log in? Okay, let me log in without showing you guys my credentials for a second. Oh, sorry. Okay, log into the to this account. So now you go to settings. Um, and settings, you see, you have market data subscriptions. This account is kind of out of commission soon. So like you need these two ones. You need the US and equity add-on option stream, and you need this US security snapshot and futures value bundle. There's also a few other ones that are useful, but these two are the minimum you need. 14.5 bucks if you spend over 30, I guess they waived the $10. So 4.5 bucks if you trade a lot. 14.5 if you don't, but you need those two things. Okay. So that said, let's talk a bit about market data. I guess the next video we'll talk about this a lot more, but like the first thing you guys are probably interested in is getting like historical bars or getting bar data in general, right? So we'll start with that. So like to get historical bars, you do this thing. You do like bars equals ib.rec historical data, and then you do the contract. Let's do contract equals stock Tesla, of course. End date time. Okay, so end date time can be like a Python date time, but why is it? Oh, oops, rec. I wrote rec histogram data. You need rec historical data. That's crazy how like my camera was messed up the whole video, but hopefully, I mean it's better not to see me, right? So a contract equals stock, end date time equals this is until the current time, but you can have a date time. Duration string is like how many days. For small bars, you can't put that much. You'll have to do a loop over this thing. And I have other videos that show that. Bar size settings, this is if you want like 5-minute bars. And what to show. You could do trades. You can do bid, ask, midpoint. Again, if you do TWS API, historical data, you'll see like, you'll have like things. It'll show you like what to show things. It'll say like, historical bar data, and you'll see like what to show. You can have trades, midpoint, bid, ask, adjust. So read these. We're gonna use trades because it's the simplest one, and then let's do two more things because we're after hours. Let's do use regular trading hours equals false, and let's use keep up to date equals true because this keeps it up to date, and I'll show you in a second. So now you get bars, and bars is just a list like this, a list of bars, but the last bar keeps getting updated. So you can use the nice tool to do to view it. You can do util.df bars, and look at the last one. Notice the volume's at 2863, and bar counts at 4. So now I update it. I guess this is after hours, so it doesn't update that much, but. Did I do keep up to keep up to date equals true? Okay, sorry. Yeah, so during the market hours, this would update every 5 seconds, but because there isn't that much data, it's taking a bit of time. Because this is after hours, it's not pre-market, so it's like very slow. Okay, let's chill on this for a second, and then let's do another thing. So you can also do real-time bars. And by the way, yeah, see now bar count is 5, so it did update it. And let's just keep this thing in mind for a second. Length of bars is 544, right? So util.df bars is 5, and let's see, it keeps updating it. You'll see in a second. This like this interval, because we're at 517, this interval is not done yet, so it keeps updating this interval. And when there's a new interval, it'll give you the new interval with volume equals -1 when you just finished an interval. But That just we'll talk about that a lot more in the next video about trading. See, bar count is 9, so it's updating. It's still 544 because we are not done with the interval. But okay, so this is nice because you can keep updating it, and when there's a new bar, there's like a, I'll show you in the next video, there's like a has new bar is true, so you can like do things only on full bars if you don't want to do it on partial bars. But the issue with this thing, I'll show you in a second, is if your data if your data gets disconnected, you you get screwed. So let me just show you an example. So I think you guys get my point that like it keeps updating itself, right? But like, okay, let's say I do bars 5 second, right? And I do duration string 1 day, bar size setting is 5 seconds. What this show is trades, so bars 5 seconds, right? Keep up to date is true. So I do length bars 5 seconds is 9588, and then it should, whenever there's an update, it should automatically update it. Okay. Because it's after hours, when there's no activity in a 5 second period, it like waits until there's a new activity, then it'll backfill all the rest. See, it added 3 bars. See, it's 9591. It keeps updating 9592. Okay, but now the problem with this, I'll show you what the problem with this is this is perfect, so easy. You have the historical and you have the live update. You can do all your algorithms you want, but the problem is it's not robust to internet disconnections. So let me show you what is that. Those are real-time bars. So like real-time bars are like this, live bars, and they're always 5 seconds. I don't even know why they have a parameter of like bar size, because it's always 5 seconds no matter what you put. But real-time bars, stock contract equals stock. Let's do the rest. Bar size, it's always 5 even if you put more. But what to show is trades. There's a little less options here. Again, you look at the documentation for that. And then use regular trading hours is false. So now live bars is very similar, except it just it's like a real-time bar. It's very similar, except it does not have the historical part. But there is a huge difference. So watch this. I do length. Okay, so watch this. Okay, so watch this. I'll do before internet disconnect. What do we have? We have length of live bars and length of bars 5 seconds. 8 and 9610, right? And then we can click it, you see 9 and 9611. Okay. So now right after internet disconnect. So now I'm going to purposely disconnect my internet. Disconnect. Oh, it's very robust. Is it still connected somehow? How do you disconnect? Disconnect. Okay. So now it's stuck, right? This is seriously automatically trying to disconnect. Okay. Okay. You notice the numbers, right? Okay. Okay, I get this disconnect error, right? So now I reconnect to my internet. And then you run this. Am I connected? Okay, sorry. See? Look at the difference. After internet disconnect, only live bars gets fixed. Historical bars with updates does not. That is the difference. So I recommend for beginners just use the historical bars, but when you get advanced, do the historical bars and then update with the live bars, the real time bars. And I have video about how to update that. So I'll link that in a second. Okay, so now you probably want market data like real time data, you probably want more granular data than 5 seconds, like snapshots, that sort of thing. So you can actually do that. You can do ticker equals ib.rec market data, and then you do contract equals stock symbol generic tick list equals. There's a lot of options. Again, look at the documentation. Snapshot equals true means you only get one snapshot. A regulatory snapshot equals false. This is if you want true, it's the national best bid offer thing, and it costs a little bit of money, and you get like the real best thing, but like it's for practical purposes it's the same. So now I do ib.sleep too. This is just because the ticker doesn't get filled right away and it's asynchronous, so it'll give me nan if I don't. So I do I can do ticker.bid, ticker.ask, and ticker.midpoint, for example. And then I can also have a lot of other things. My other videos will show it. So I guess Tesla really dipped after hours, I guess. Nothing. It closed at 176.75. So yeah, it did dip quite a bit. I wonder what happened. It's Tesla, so anything's possible, unfortunately. Okay. So if somehow you like do request market data for a lot of tickers and you lose track of the ticker, you can also do this. You can do ib.ticker of your contract object, and you can get the ticker. You can also cancel the market data subscription by doing ib.cancel market data, and then you write your contract equals stock, and then I'll just write this as contract equals this to make it clear. And you can get okay, so this gives you a snapshot, like it means it refreshes it like every second. But what if you want real tick by tick data? You want every damn tick. So like there's many different options. So let's just say TWS API tick by tick data, just to show you guys. So there's like tick by tick data, and there's all these options. You could do last, all last, bid ask, and midpoint, and there's differences between them. It's not the point of this video. I just want to show you that it has. But you can only do 3 at a time. That's the disadvantage. You can buy more, but the 3 at a time is a disadvantage for many. But like to get tick by tick data, you do ticker equals ib.rec tick by tick data, contract equals contract, tick type equals, let's do all last, and number of ticks equals 0. What is this number of ticks thing again? I don't remember this thing. I used to know this stuff, but anyways, you do ticker like this. Oh, because my contract is an option. Sorry. So let's do stock. You can do it for options, I think. It just the market is closed, but so ticker like this, and you can get the ticks by doing ticker dot tick by ticks. Eventually, it'll give you like some ticks. You do need some sort of callback to like keep track of this stuff if you want to save everything. Okay, and you can cancel the tick by tick data also like this. Oh, contract equals stock now. I don't know where I got that mixed up. Okay, so anyways, this is a bit of a long video, so I wanna go strong in the next video. Like we'll do real strategies and that sort of thing. especially if I get enough people to like and subscribe, enjoy, to show that it actually helped them. But there's some additional information in my older videos, like I have like updating historical bars with real-time updates. This is to handle the robustness issue if your internet connection drops. I have a video on historical tick data. Oh, I guess I didn't show you here, but like you can get historical tick data. It's a little annoying because it rounds to the nearest second, and we know ticks are in like fractions of a second. And then I have a few videos on tick by tick data. Why is Tesla crashing? I have a few videos on getting historical bar data for a lot of history. I think you can get up to 3 years. And so those are what these videos are on. And I have more videos on getting 5-second bar data, getting crypto data, Greeks and implied volatility. And we covered only a certain amount of things. There's so many things in this ib-async / ib-async package. There's so many different things we didn't touch. One more quick thing, there's logging. So you can do logging equals debug, and it'll kind of show you everything. So if I go like ib.fills, it'll show you like every little thing you do. So if I do like ib.placeorder, stock, limit order, buy 100, 150. See, the debug gives you like all this stuff. So let's actually put it here to show you guys. Look at how much info it gives you when you do logging. You to log to console debug. Okay, and you can disconnect by doing ib.disconnect. Okay, so now I kind of wanted to talk to you a little bit about the master client ID just for a second. So if I do, remember which client did we use here? We used client 0. So client 0 is special because you can see your phone orders with client 0, which is cool. But it's it's the only one you can see client orders. Okay, so I extra write like you can only see client phone orders with client ID equals 0. Okay, that's one thing. Okay, so it's a special one. But master client ID sees all clients except phone unless it is also client ID 0. So I'll write it as 2 notes. So you can only see phone orders with client ID 0, and then master client ID sees all client orders except for phone orders, unless it's also client ID 0. So let me show you an example. So let's call this IB0 equals IB, and then IB0 dot connect client ID equals 0. So if I do, okay, I can do IB0 dot open orders. I get these open orders, right? But what if I do, so remember my master ID was API, I do settings. Master was 3. So what if I do 2, right? I do like 4, for example, client ID 4. And then I do, see the debug thing shows me every little thing. It's a little annoying sometimes. So you see, I don't see any of the orders. But if I were to do 3, because 3 is my master, but master sees everything. So if I do this, I do, oops, it's a little annoying, the debug thing. I should have removed it. Open orders. So you see the open orders. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll just write client ID equals 4, so not master and doesn't see other client ID orders. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry the camera was a little messed up. The code will be on GitHub. Please like and subscribe if you're new, and thank you so much. Hopefully the next video will be done. I have a lot of personal stuff going on, but if I get a lot of support, I'll try to do it sooner.